Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to do another quick video here. As you can see, it's Chris Reisner cutlery. I was so impressed with the Jig Titanium Wharncliffe version that I ordered the black Micarta Spearpoint. So we'll take a look at that. First, I want to give you guys another blast from the past. And when I do these blasts from the past segments, these are not necessarily old vintage knives. They're just knives that I've had for a while, and they all have their own video, but they're like at the very beginning of my channel or my channel library. And I invite you all, if you see me highlight something that I call a blast from the past, to go back into my library and check out the video. Although my early videos were pretty rough. Although the ones I do now aren't much better. Although I've been tinkering with a video editor, so I might incorporate that pretty soon. I'm planning on doing a Sunday night stag video too later today, so I invite everyone that has a YouTube channel to show off some stag tonight. I know my friends in the UK will probably be fast asleep by then, but they can always put one up tomorrow too. So yeah, we got Sunday night stag coming up. I'm going to show you a blast from the past, and then we're going to take a quick look at the Chris Reisner cutlery Ohio River Jack in black micarta with the Spearpoint. And actually we'll compare both with the Wharncliffe too. So, but anyway, this here is a GEC dogleg whittler in a coffee house acrylic. And let me open it up here and pull it out. The tube has been put away. This is how I store my knives. Put them in here, that way you don't have to coat them with oil. Because I hate unless someone uses mineral oil, I really hate that stinky, toxic machine oil that people put on their knives. It's really disgusting in my book. So I'm trying this. I know this one's been in this bag for 3 years, so we'll take a look to see if it's got any spotting or any rust coming through, because it's 1095 steel. But like I say, it's the GEC 29 pattern, dogleg whittler coffee house acrylic. And this is a SFO, special factory order, from Chris Reisner Cutlery, which is Chris Reisner is Austin, I think it's Austin Jackson, his grandfather. And we'll take a look at the box, because it's his grandfather that got him in the slip joints, traditional and modern. Well, I know traditional slip joints for sure. I think he just did the modern thing on his own. But yeah, let's take a look at this. Got 4-pin construction, although there's probably a pin in here and there. The houndstooth shield. Tight as a drum there. And like I said, you can find a full video on this. I'm just going to run through it real quick. There's your pile side. Beautiful acrylic. And I bought this in 2019. As you'll see on the part number, it's a PPP, which is a first run pattern, a brand new pattern. Chris Reisner cutlery, Traditional pocket knives, established 1974. Really problem focusing in. There we go. Tidiute Cutlery, made in the USA. Great Eastern Cutlery, Titusville, Pennsylvania. Germain blade is a clip point. I have to do this left-handed. Main blade clip point. Beautiful clip on there. I really like. Doesn't have any swedging, but it is ground down to a nice round, smoothed out edge on the top. Really sharp knife too. So it comes with your main clip point and this coping blade slash Warncliffe slash sheep's foot. There's your model number. It would be on the cap of the tube. 291319. So that's pattern 29. 1 is for clip point, 3 blades, 2019. Like I said, I bought this in 2019, and in 2019, you could buy a GEC easy squeezy lemon measy. I guess that don't rhyme. But yeah, back in 2019, it was no problems getting your hand on a GEC. And I bought this from the Traditional Pocket Knives website. And that's when I discovered what a great, awesome website it was, because Chris Reisner Cutlery, traditionalpocketknives.com, was also selling a bunch of new old stock Shatton Morgans. And I was telling everyone back then, as things started getting harder and harder to buy GEC, I was saying go over to TPK and get yourself a Shatton Morgan. Now, you're not going to get 100% quality or 90% quality that you do from Great Eastern Cutlery, but you'll get 70% quality, or 7 out of 10 knives will be flawless. That's about the rate of my Shatton Morgan collection. About 70% of them are virtually flawless. And the other ones, some of them are pretty bad, and some just got some things you overlook because you like the knife. But anyway, here's the special part of the knife. Make sure I got the right side going. Is it has the punch. A whittler with a punch, but this isn't an ordinary punch. This has an edge on it, and it's more for carving out circles. Like that. You know, you would kind of ream something out and getting in them tough places when you're doing a carving. But just a beautiful knife. If Austin, if you're watching this, tell me what you think these things are going for now. I bought this at dealer price on your website, and I don't see them anywhere. I think there was only 100 of them made. Yeah, I would assume the value's 300 plus now, as GEC SFOs go. But anyway, you did a hell of a job. That's a brilliant makeup of, you know, what you wanted by doing a whittler with a punch on it. Love the houndstooth. And the coffee house acrylic is amazing. Really nice job with that. So, okay, I was going to try and make this video short, but we're already 10 minutes in. But let's take a look at what we got here. This is the outer box. I showed you this a couple videos ago, so I'm going to go just through it quick. Got Ohio River Jack, Chris Reisner, some info on how to contact them. And here it is, Chris Reisner, Ohio River Jack, single blade Spearpoint, black canvas micarta. And that's your outer box. Here's the little story of how he got going. He's a veteran, and if you're watching, Austin, thank you for your service. But as you can see, try and get it all in the light. You can pause that and read it if you want. Of course, I'm not holding it steady, so I don't know how that'll work out. But that's the outer box. The inner box is, I mean, this is some really nice packaging that he decided to do. You just pull out the drawer. This is felt cutout where your knife is going to go right in the cutout there. A little bag that it goes into. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this box in this box and store my boxes away. Because if for any reason I ever had to sell it, even though it's going to be a user, but as a collector, I found out that, you know, keep your boxes neat. If you can put them away and, you know, put them away and then do like what I'm doing with the knives, you will get a better return on your investment. Just saying. Okay, also in the package that he sent out, you get the TPK sticker, Breast Cancer Awareness Month pen, traditional pocket knives. Here I still got my pen from 2019. Traditional pocket knives. In fact, I probably got that. I probably got this pen with the SFO. If I can remember right. I'm getting old. Another sticker. Little Americana. Another Breast Cancer Month sticker, which I'm fully in support of. And then some stuff that's all probably on his website, but if you want to pause it and read it and look at it, this penguin here looks pretty sweet. White handles. M390 Imperial White G10. I mean, that might be my next TPK purchase. And thank you for your order, owner Austin Jackson. And follow us on social media. And there's some of the knives that they carry. Pena, Medford, Jack Wolf. So he's got some pricey pieces on that website. But if you keep an eye on him, every now and then he gets a hold of. Just recently he found. He was going through some boxes down in the basement. And he found some old Shat and Morgans, and that's where I got this from. And this is the Shat and Morgan Wildcat with the sterling silver keystone shield. And yes, I do have a cut on my finger because I'm a knife enthusiast. Oh, look at that big old blade. One of 600. The Wildcat Driller. But yeah, keep an eye on his website, and every now and then something comes up where he'll be selling some Shat and Morgans. Yeah, I don't think he has any left because I pretty much bought them all. All right, let's go over to here. And here's the two knives. These are the Ohio River Jacks, a concept of Austin's. and a pretty good one at that. Now, my main concern was to get this jig titanium, but I didn't know if I wanted the Wharncliffe or the Spearpoint. Well, I figured I'd be safe and get the Wharncliffe because Wharncliffes are badass, and you never know what you're going to get on a Spearpoint. But anyway, I figured I'd get the Wharncliffe with the jig titanium, and if I like this one, when the Spearpoint and the Micartas came out, I would get the Spearpoint. So, and the pole I would probably say is a 7. It's not a nail breaker. At least the ones I have aren't. And you'll see that this is a beauty. Now, I just did a video on this, so if you want to backtrack a little bit and check out my video on that, that would be cool. Now, this is the main one for today. Beautiful black micarta. You'll see where the jig titanium is a full piece that was all detailed out, probably on a CNC, but the bolster is or the scales are just continuous from the bolsters. There's nothing, I mean, it's all one piece. When you go here, it's pretty much the same thing, but they had to do a little extra work and cut out some of the titanium enough to do a micarta inlay. See how it's still one piece from bolster to liner to bolster? And then you have your micarta inlay. On this one, it's a brute. It's all titanium. What's that? Probably 1/8 of an inch of titanium. Yeah, 1/8 of an inch. Solid titanium. Where this one, really can't get nothing to focus in nowadays. There you go. So it looks like a 1/16 of an inch, and then a 1/16 of an inch on the micarta inlay. M390 steel. Again, not too bad. I know some people like them a little more mushy than that, but I'm glad you did it this way, Austin, because this will give it a chance to work in, but it's also really solid, almost like a lock blade. I mean, that's really not that much of a concern for me because I've been dealing with traditional knives and you do get cut every now and then, but it's usually from doing something stupid and not paying attention when you're cutting. So, but look at that beautiful Spearpoint. And both of these have a nail nick on both sides, so it's ambidextrous. Man, I can't even say that. I'll have to get my editor out and cut that out. Ambidextrous. I had a friend that I played ball with that was ambidextrous. He could throw the ball with both his right arm and his left arm, which was pretty cool. Quality throws, too. If I throw with my left arm, left hand looks like a girl throwing the ball. Although I shouldn't say that because nowadays some girls were probably better than me in sports today than I was back then. But there you have it. Coming up on the 20-minute mark. Let's put this out here and put them both up. There you go. The Ohio Riverjack, the single blade versions. Also makes a 2-blade version, looks pretty sweet, but I wanted to keep it down, keep the weight down on the knife. So I kind of just got one of each, pretty much. And what's cool here, we're not done yet, because I got more to say about this. What's cool here is these knives look pretty dang big, but check it out. This is my carry. I went back to the Cutmaster Barlow for a while. But believe it or not, this fits right in there. So it's going to be a carry piece. It does sit a little high, but I mean, I can just slide that right in my left front pocket. And of course, this 70% of the time is clipped to my right pocket. Uh-oh. What happened? There we go. So anyway, there's a really nice carry option. Also, let's take a look. The Wharncliffe don't fit in here because the Wharncliffe in the closed position sits up higher than the Spearpoint. I guess I could mash it in there if I wanted to. Both of these are users, by the way, depending on whether I need a Spearpoint or a Wharncliffe. So let's finish up. Put these back up here. You know what? Just for shits and giggles, let's put up a couple other fine pieces. Stick with me. You there, Pete? I don't know if Pete's watching me anymore. Is Pete all right? Anybody heard from Pete? Petey! All right, let's finish it off. Massive Wharncliffe, massive knife, just the right size. Just the right size. Just the right size, and maybe a little too big. I know a lot of you guys like these big knives. These are, I'm going to do a video. I have 5 of the toenails. So that's going to take a video just to show you all 5 of them. But, yeah, there it is. Be sure to look for the Sunday night stag video coming up too. And I kind of invite everyone else out there to throw some stag out this Sunday night. Everybody loves stag. And everybody makes stag. I mean, you don't have to have a $200 knife to have stag on it. Even if it's fake stag, like my beautiful Uncle Henry, and my beautiful Uncle Henry knives. Anyway, take care, my friends. Be good. Until next time, peace. Bye-bye.